beware, beware. This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Good Friday morning to everybody. Hey, what a great day. What a great day. It's not raining. A little chilly. Weather report's over. I was going to do my weather report in some Speedos, but hell, nobody could see it, so it wouldn't make any difference. You know, everybody's mad now because the hot little gals on TV are showing cleavage, showing some knee, showing some thigh. And who the hell gives a damn? If you don't like it, don't look at it. That's all I can say. You know, people believe in the First Amendment, the right to speak freely, as long as you're speaking the same free crap that they're speaking. No, the right to speak free is the right to give your opinion, give your voice. And people say, Romanik, you're nuts. You talk this, you talk that. You ought to be thankful that I can do what I do. That means you can do what you do. That means when you get tired of all the crap and you want to say what you want to say in this great country, you can say it. So nobody get crazy when Romanik said this, he said that. I'm going to say what I want, when I want, whenever I want, to whoever I want, and I do not give a damn. Speaking of not giving a damn, look in the Belleville News Slimocrat today. There's a couple things that kind of caught my eye. I picked it out of the trash. I was throwing my trash away, and somebody threw this newspaper in my trash bin. I can read some of it. Some of it looks like it's got some oatmeal on it, but that's okay. Bill Clay, the chief of Belleville, what an asswipe. And I'm going to tell you, here's a disclaimer. I respect police officers to the utmost. I was an ex-police officer, loved what I did. I did it right, did a good job. But I'll tell you, you get some asswipes in some of these positions, and most of the Belleville policemen are great officers. They're just doing their job. They're doing what they're told to do. But then you got this asswipe son of a bitch, Bill Clay, our chief of police in Belleville. And you are an asswipe bastard. And Clay, send your guys to arrest me again, you no-count son of a bitch, because I don't give a damn. What a rotten piece of crap. He let my case go through 3.5 years ago, knowing there was nothing to it. But he's what we call, let me get it politically correct, because it's political year this year, of course. I think we call guys like that plantation Negroes. This son of a bitch is stepping and fetching. This is not a proud black man. They threw this bastard as the chief of Belleville because he'd do what the white boys told him to do, stepping and fetching and fetching and stepping. Hey, you ought to be on Dancing with the Stars, you no-good idiot. Don't like the son of a bitch. Never. I don't give a damn. He's got a badge on. He got a gun on. He's still an idiot. He's an idiot with a badge and a gun. And again, don't hold that against most of the proud professional Belleville police officers, because they are great men. Some of them I like, some of them I don't, and maybe it's vice versa. But I respect all of them because they're doing their job, just like the state police and every other law enforcement agency. You know, They take the up. You can maybe have a heart attack if you're working at the bakery. Maybe eat too many donuts and have a heart attack and die. But that's at your own hand. These police officers go out and they may not make it home tonight at the hand of a criminal. So, we got to salute them. We got to respect them. But then you get these few bums with badges. And this Bill Clay, this rotten piece of crap. And Clay, you see the cars I drive? I never hide. Have one of your ass wiping. He's got a few ass wipes. He's got a few bums with badges that work under him. There's a captain, and you know who I'm talking about. I won't mention his last name, Moody. Did I say that? Some of you son of a bitches take that badge and gun and shove it up your ass. You're not professional police officers. You're hacks. You're political hacks. Clay's got his daughter-in-law is the circuit clerk for St. Clair County. His son, and maybe a nice guy, just got a job as a judge. Sprague and the boys made sure they put him in. And you know why? Because Bill Clay Sr., he stepped and fetched and danced. He danced the dance of God Sprague. God, the guy that rather piss in his, I should say robe if he's God, piss in his robe than piss in his pants, than piss in the urinal Sprague and sweet cakes. And don't forget Kern. Don't forget Maximus Vaginus, Mark Eckert. This no good son of a bitch Clay, he's put his foot in the political crap and come out smelling like a rose. His son didn't deserve that position. Hadn't been around. Hadn't been a lawyer long enough to wipe his ass. But he got it because it's whenever they call Bill Clay, hey, Bill, I think they've got a part-time job, and we'll speak about your part-time overtime. Got a part-time job up there at the Kern Mansion up in Brussels. You got to put a little jockey suit on. You got to put a little lantern in your hand. The proud black community, they deserve better. They deserve better than a son of a bitch like you. But see, these white guys, and I'm a proud white guy. I love being a proud white guy. But sometimes it's embarrassing because they put these blacks. No, I'm sorry. I want to apologize to the proud black community. They put these plantation Negroes in these positions and say, look we're not racist. Hell no, we're not racist. Look, that's a black guy. We got some black guy up there. Well, yeah, but the black guy's cutting the grass and trimming the trees and serving you mint juleps at your pool, Kern and Sprague and Barra Civic. That doesn't mean you're not a racist. That means you just want some cheap help. People think about it. And I am a proud white man. A lot of proud white people, a lot of proud black people. But these politicians want to put that wedge between all of us. They want to divide and conquer us. Hell, we're not benefiting from politics. The only son of a bitch is benefiting from politics are the politicians, the bastards making $100,000 a year. You hear me all the time. Son of a bitches that don't work 1 hour a day. Some bitches that get their sons and daughters and wives and girlfriends and all of that. Mothers and fathers, get them all jobs. That's what it's about. That's what it's always been about. Get elected so you can get your friends and family jobs. No, it's get elected so you can serve your community, you ignorant, rotten bastards. And Bill Clay, you're the big man in Belleville. Give me a call, you idiot. Toll free, 1-888-394-1430 on the east side, 394-1190. Unbelievable, people. That we're going to let crap like this happen. We let it happen all the time. I don't give a damn this guy's a chief of police. He's less of a man. Give a damn he's got a badge and gun on. Don't give a damn he throws my ass in jail illegally like he did last time, had his officers do it. And I didn't shard his police officers. They were just doing what they were told to do. They've got families to support. They want to make sure their family's eating. And I understand that. It's survival. But here's Bill Clay. Hey, Bill, I've asked you to come on the air several times and talk about the crime in Belleville. No, but your front page top fold with your smiling little ass with them lips of yours. You no good son of a bitch. Why don't you defend yourself? See, we pay your salary, you rotten bastard. But he's going to sit there like he's some kind of big shot? He's not a big shot. He ain't even a little shot. He's a piece of crap. Talk about overtime. Clay's talking about the overtime. And, well, we've got overtime, but we have to have it for this reason and that reason. It's lack of leadership. Lack of good management is what it's called, Clay. You've got a budget. The people that pay your salary, they've got a budget in their households. They have to live by that budget. You don't have to live by yours for the tune of, I think, $1.5 million in overtime for Belleville. $1.4 million Belleville paid in overtime. That's unbelievable. I don't see Eckert in here anywhere. Now, if there was something being built, if there was something good going on, Eckert would have his fat ass all over the front page. But this is pretty negative. Whenever the taxpayers are stuck with another $1.4 million in overtime. Now, damn, that's like your wife saying, honey, we got a budget of $500 a week to spend. This week I went a little overboard. I spent $25,000. What the hell's wrong? It's a lack of leadership, people. It's Mark Maximus Vaginas, also known as Pussy Boy Eckert, the mayor of Belleville. Hey, Clay, why don't you give the mayor a call and take that police car away from him? That'll be less gas. You can put another police officer in that car. You buy these new three-wheel motorcycles, and they're pretty sharp. But that wasn't needed, Chief. That wasn't needed. But you're a very innovative kind of guy. Why don't you innovate your ass out of Belleville and let somebody come in to do their job? Hey, and take Kern with you. Take Eckert with you. Take Sprague and Barra Civic. I think the people on November the 8th, they're going to take them all with them wherever the hell they go because it's not going to be pretty. But do you understand, the good people of Belleville, $1.4 million in overtime. And that's Clay. That's Clay running the show. That's Eckert running the show. And you see what you get. You people couldn't get away with that. You people couldn't get away with it. Your husbands and wives wouldn't let you. But these son of a bitches get away with it because you know what they do? They just tax and spend and spend and tax. That's got to stop. And then I see here, whoever this asswipe, Nathan Cheney. And Nathan, give me a call. I guess you're from Ward 2 in Belleville. Here's a disclaimer. I know Mike Bickner. I think he's done a great job. He's fighting for the people of his area. And this asswipe, stupid son of a bitch says, I'm really happy with Lindenwood. This is Nathan Chancey. Hey, if you're happy with Lindenwood, you ought to be over there when the students are getting drunk, throwing beer cans, threatening people, burning up pallets. You wouldn't be happy then, you idiot. You would not be happy. But this son of a bitch talking about Bittner, the alderman, has a personal vendetta. Hell yes, it'd be personal. You come by my house as a guest of my city, and that's what these students are, guests of our city, and start burning pallets and getting drunk and throwing beer cans and trash all over. Hell yes, it's a personal vendetta. A Nathan Cheney, whatever the hell your name is. Give me a call, you idiot. Says since Bittner's been sworn in, he hasn't represented us in Ward 2. Are you nuts? See, these people want to talk that crap. Bittner's out there every day trying to keep that community safe, trying to keep it clean. See, there's still people live over there that aren't associated with the university. The university's the new people on the block. Now, I know they've cleaned up some of the area, and I think Lindenwood University is good for the city. But they have to be a good partner. They have to partner with the people of the city. They can't take over the city, and that's what they've done. Because Eckert gets, where the hell is this? Here, Eckert gets $2,500 to provide flowers for their graduation this May at Lindenwood College. They say it's alleged, he's made over $25,000 of income from Lindenwood College. And rumor has it, when he loses the election next year, decides not to run, that he's going to have an administrative job at Lindenwood College. Now, I don't want to give Lindenwood College a bad name or put it in a bad light. But how the hell you get a bowling scholarship at Lindenwood College? They give bowling scholarships. See, I don't think Lindenwood cares about the actual scholastic crap that goes on. They're going to give you a free scholarship, free tuition, but guess what? You have to live in their house. You have to buy their books. You have to eat their food. I think that's a profit-making organization to me. You people understand, Lindenwood College came in And they did a lot of work. But for that lot of work, they're making a lot of money. They crammed 8, 10, 12 kids in a house, when if you owned it and tried to rent it out, it's 2 or 3. They don't have any sprinkler system. They don't have any alarm system. And the mayor has given 2 years of special dispensation. I wonder why, Mayor Eckert, pussy boy, Maximus Vaginus? Is it got to do with the $25,000 that Eckert's florist has sucked up from Lindenwood College in the last few years? It's got anything to do with you getting a potential job? Your lame-ass, fat-ass son of a bitch can't do nothing else. They're going to have to fix the doors at Lindenwood College to get your fat ass through. They're going to have to buy a stick of butter every day to butter up your ass to slide you through, you big-ass son of a bitch. And people like that, this is a bad day for me. And it's going to get worse because people like that just piss me off. They want to play games. They don't want to get exposed. They get mad at Bob Romanik. Oh, that son of a bitch is saying this and saying that. Well, if I'm not telling the truth, call up and defend yourself. And you notice people, they never call up and defend themselves because they have nothing. They have nothing to defend. So anyway, Nathan Cheney, please give me a call and let me know what Mike Bittner hasn't done to help the people of Ward 2. He's out there trying to make sure the students, it's going to be a great summer because the students aren't going to be there. It's hell when you get terrorized in your neighborhood after you've lived in Belleville for 15, 20, 30 years, and there's people on those blocks that live there that long. And are sandwiched between a couple, in essence, fraternity houses. I went to college. A lot of you people went to college. You know what I'm talking about. It ain't pretty when these young guys and young gals get drunk, get stupid. They've taken over that part of Belleville. And that's okay. They not only can be good students and have to be good students, they have to be good neighbors. You don't come to town and pilfer the town and rant and rave and burn and then leave for the summer and come back and think people are going to be happy. People aren't going to be happy. But then there'll be people that say, well, Lindenwood looks good. You know what? That gal looked good, too, until you found out she had a social disease. That neighborhood looks good until at night when the beer cans are being thrown and the loud music and the fires are going. It makes it a totally different situation. But Mayor Eckert is tolerating that crap because his flower shop's making money, because he's probably going to get a job, a nice high-paying job in the administration. So people understand me when I tell you that this crap's got to stop. This crap's got to stop. Hey, and speaking about crap stopping, Mark Sweet Cakes Kern. Somebody said, now I don't know if it's true, that you do have a job at the YMCA, that your parents and grandparents have donated money, and that's awful nice. But you know what? What really pisses me off, you can donate money. You can donate all the money you want, but you still are who you are. And Kern, I don't think you've ever donated a penny. Your mother and father and grandmother and grandfather have handed you down. You're just a little rich boy. You know, the boy that's got the law degree that never practiced? The guy that took up a spot at law school so somebody else couldn't get it, so he couldn't practice just because he didn't have anything else to do. That's nice if you can do that, Kern. There's not many people that can. But they tell me, and I don't know if it's true now, but if you go to the locker room at the YMCA, you may see him there. Maybe he's, after a long workout, he's got to get in that shower. But I don't know, Kern, he'd spend 3 hours in the shower without the water running? I don't know, I'm asking. And if somebody can, maybe it's not true. But somebody took a magic marker. You know how you can write stuff on the walls of all the bathrooms? And they said, Mark, for a good time, call Mark. Now, I don't know what Mark they're talking about, of course. I really don't know. But here's his telephone number. Here's Mark Kern's telephone number, and I know he wants to be transparent, and I know he wants to give everybody out his personal telephone number. So if you got a problem with Mark Sweet Cakes Kern, or if you want him to maybe come over and work out with you, because he's kind of a workout kind of guy, I guess. Hell, anybody hangs at the Y in the locker room that long, I guess he works up a hell of a sweat. I've got a friend in here, won't mention his name. He's giving me the YMCA song. And that was by the Village People. And the Village People, I think, were gay. But anyway, Mark Kern, if you want to get a hold of Mark Kern, take this number down. Now, I just this was on the wall, somebody told me, in the bathroom, in the locker room at the YMCA. And it didn't have Kern, so I don't know who this Mark is. But if you call 618-410-7090, call that number, 618-410-7090. And if that's Mark Kern's personal number, call him and let him know what you think. This no-good son of a bitch hides up in those ivory towers. We can't have that from our elected officials. We want transparency. And if you think Mark Kern's transparent, you're crazier than I am. And speaking of Mark Kern, got the Monitor paper. Now this really, really, really pisses me off. Front page, top fold, a great paper. The East St. Louis Monitor is a wonderful paper, very informative, especially for the black community. And Fraser Garner runs a hell of a good operation. Clyde Jordan founded the paper. What a great man back in the day. But anyway, demolition program aids Washington Park. Now, this is what pisses me off. In black and white, men and women, Democrats, Republicans, transgenders, all of yous listen. How egregious. It says Mark Kern and St. Clair County Board District member Joan McIntosh collaborate with other St. Clair County taxing bodies to launch the demolitions. It's awful funny. Demolitions now, right before the election. And here's Kern with his white ass, his lily white ass out here with a bunch of black folk. Got Ricky Thomas, Chili Pepper. Hey, Ferris, what are you doing down there in Washington Park? You live over there off Freedom Drive in Belleville. What the hell are you doing in Washington Park? You know what you're doing. These are all Kern's ass people. But you know who's missing? The mayor of Washington Park, Ann Rogers, because she wasn't going to kiss Kern's ass. The mayor and the people that were elected for the village trustees, they weren't invited for this photo shoot, and that's all it is. And here's Kern. Everybody's got their regular clothes on. It's real muddy. You can see the picture. You can see the ground. Kern's got his suit and tie on. You little pussy boy son of a bitch. Are you related to Mark Pussy Boy Eckert Maximus Vaginus? But people, it's got to piss you off. A new program implemented by St. Clair County. It's only implemented by St. Clair County because it's election time. And that pisses me off more than them doing it. To think that we're stupid, that the people of East St. Louis, the people of Washington Park, the people of St. Clair County are that stupid. Now, all of a sudden, they're going to start demolition programs. They're going to start this. They're going to start that. And Kern, what an egregious, no-count, lousy piece of political crap you are. Less than a human being, far less than a man. He's going to go out there and get a photo shoot. I'll bet you that asswipe son of a bitch, as soon as he got the photo shoot, he was up in his car and up in his mansion in Brussels. You don't hang around the black community. But you guys remember Kern back in the day, whenever Charlie Powell says, and it's on federal tape, hey, we think, hey, Kern's a racist. We needs more money. And Sprague says, we get you more money. We get you more money and more money and more money. When are you people going to wise up? When are you people going to wise up? It's like you're starving to death and they're going to put one bite of turkey or chicken or ham in front of you and say, hey, have a good time. You people below the hill understand what's going on. And it embarrasses me to be a white guy when Kern pulls this crap. They're going to take some buildings and they're going to tear them down. And then Kern's got to be on the front page. Kern's got to have his picture taken. Unbelievable. Nobody's falling for that crap, Kern. It actually pisses me off, and it pisses the good people below the hill off to think that you think that they're that stupid, that they think you're really doing something. Everyone knows it's election time. People, get the East St. Louis Monitor, very informative paper, front page, top fold. Kern's got his stooges, his black stooges out there. You talk about racism. This Kern, you think about it, proud black community. Got to have a white boy come down there. Why the hell did his picture have to be taken? He's not doing anything for you people. He's a St. Clair County board chairman. That's his job. That's his job, to make sure that the buildings are demolished. Make sure that everything's right in St. Clair County. He's going to come down and take credit for that? No, he's worried about the election because people are talking about you, Kern. You can't win this time. People are going south on you. They know what you've done for the last 8 years. They know you're a major, major part of the culture of corruption in St. Clair County. And you're going to sit there and disrespect the proud black community? Somebody tore a couple houses down. And that wasn't your money, Kern. There goes the same crap. Name a building or a bridge after a no-good asswipe, good-for-nothing, sleazy, greasy politician. The county employees came down and did that, Kern. You had nothing to do with it. That's what the county does. They take care of old buildings. They try to help the community out. And you're going to take credit for it? You get paid for doing that, Kern. But it's election time. You're going to see his white, smiley teeth. It's no good. Hey, can you take your teeth out and do... Well, never mind. We won't go there right now, Kern. We will not go there. We will go there at some point in time. But do you people understand, both black and white? They think we're stupid. Kern thinks he's going to get some votes because he's down there in Washington Park. I don't see him up. Hell, if he's up on the backhoe or the piece of equipment that knocked the building down in a suit and a tie, then he is an idiot. He drives down there for the photo shoot. So you people in East St. Louis, Washington Park, Allerton, Centerville, Cahokia, you know what the hell's going on. That is disrespectful to the entire black community. Hey, and all you guys, take this number down. Once again, 618-410-7090. Someone said that is Mark Kern's number. His personal number that I'm sure only P-Pants Sprague and a few others have. So if you're not happy with what's going on in the county, if you're not happy with Kern coming down to Washington Park in East St. Louis and trying to okey-fadoke you good people, and that's what he's doing. He's never down there unless it's got something to do for him. He didn't need to be in that picture. Demolition program aids Washington Park. That's not his equipment. That's our equipment that we pay for with our tax dollars. And it just pisses me off, people. You think about it. And if it don't piss you off, you're one of two things. You're either crazy, stupid, that's one, or you're an ass-kissing, Kern-kissing, no-good son of a bitch. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM. Simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting. America's bi-state voice of freedom. Radical Radio. And we are, as always, proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. I just got some calls. A lot of people have called. That's their Facebook page. That's not Kern's number, but we're working on getting Kern's private number. And but these son of a bitches on their St. Clair County Democratic Facebook page are selling T-shirts. How greedy can some son of a bitches be? Gonna sell T-shirts. That's like the devil coming up from hell and selling T-shirts. Nobody wants to buy a Democratic T-shirt. You son of a bitches have stole all the money from everybody in St. Clair County. Hell, we ain't got the money. We ain't got the money to buy T-shirts. But they called, apparently a lot of people are listening, which they do, great listening audience, that it's the Facebook page for the St. Clair County Freedom, or St. Clair County Democratic. Hey, we've got Freedom Coalition T-shirts. We don't sell them. You want people to support you, you give something back. But that's typical St. Clair County Democratic politics. Hey, you want to advertise for us? You want to advertise that you're a Democrat? You want to advertise that you're going to elect us so we can put our families and friends and girlfriends and boyfriends to work? Well, here, you're going to have to pay for it. You're going to have to pay to advertise for us. That's their mentality, people. They think they're doing us a favor by us doing them a favor. These big shot son of a bitches got to go. They got to go, and the time's coming. The time's coming that they are going to go. Let's take care of our housekeeping. We've got some stuff coming up this weekend. The Beneld 63rd Annual Italian American Days coming up Friday, May the 27th through Monday, May the 30th. That's next weekend. Going to have a great time up at Beneld at their city park. And the Sheik, thank you very much for that information. Do you have a pet bunny? You should consider a pet bunny. They're cute as hell. It says, visit the Bunny Expo, Sunday, June the 5th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Humane Society of Missouri, located at 1201 Macklin Avenue in St. Louis. Admission's free. If you have any questions or concerns, you can contact 618-635-5655. And you know what? I think I've talked to people that have had pets for bunnies for pets. And they're really cute, and there's nothing wrong with having a bunny. I'd rather have a Playboy bunny, but you know how the hell it is. Rich Henry from Staunton, thank you very much for that information. You guys always drive by on Memorial Day to the Valhalla Gardens of Memory. They're a great organization out there. They put up flags. The Valhalla Garden of Memories on Sunday, May the 29th, and Monday, May the 30th, weathering permitted. It's a quiet commemorative act in honor of all the departed veterans. There's over 1,500 casket-sized flags will be lining the avenues there, and over 3,000 small flags will decorate the veterans' graves throughout the cemetery. It's dedicated to the memory of those who served our country, and I want to put a special salute out to the good people at Valhalla. They do that every year, and it'll be Sunday, May the 29th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., and Monday, May the 30th. And if you have any questions or would like to get involved, you can call 618-233-3110. And yeah, I drive by. It's close to my house. Drive by all the time, and especially during Memorial Day weekend. And we want to salute the good people of Valhalla for all they do for our community, and all they do for the vets and the ones that have passed on before us. The American Legion Post 1937 having their meet and raffle shoot coming up Sunday, May the 22nd at TR's Place, 4901 Concordia Church Road in Belleville. Any information or concerns, you can contact Commander Jim Farbus, 618-409-1212. The Knights of Columbus Car Show coming up Sunday, May the 29th. The 27th Annual KC Car Show at the Gillespie Civic Center in Gillespie, Illinois, located at 115 North Macoupin Street. Registrations from 8 a.m. to 12:30 a.m. Judging starts at 12:30. Any questions or concerns, or if you'd like to get involved, you can contact 217-835-2268 or 217-556-4286. They have a great car show up there in Beneld and Gillespie up in Macoupin County. They have it every year. And Bill Tallman, thank you very much for the information. He puts it on. And a great guy, Bill Tallman, thank you very much. And everybody in Gillespie, thanks for listening. Coming up May the 28th, head east. They'll be holding a rock concert. It's Rock for Veterans on Memorial Day weekend. It'll be held at the American Legion Post 480 in Steelville, Illinois. Great bunch of guys. If you'd like to come see a great performance, you can contact President Don Hoss Gates. It's 618-599-3922. The radio station will be there. I guarantee you we'll all have a good time. Wood River Kiwanis Club, their annual barbecue cook-off on June the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Community breakfast buffet Coming up Sunday, June the 5th from 8:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's prepared by the Women of the Moose. It'll be held at the O'Fallon American Legion, 109 North Penn Street in O'Fallon, Illinois. And as always, coming up May the 22nd, our good friends at the Polish American War Vets, Chico and everybody out there, I want to say hi to you guys and keep up the good work. They're having their annual meat shoot Sunday, May the 22nd. It starts at noon. If you have any concerns or need any information, you can contact 618-398-5040. Fairview Heights Community Garden starts Saturday, May the 21st through October the 8th. If you have any questions or concerns and would like to get involved, you can contact Jan at 779-3217. And last but not least, the Nick Fest, St. Nicholas Church in O'Fallon, Illinois. They're having their Nick Fest on Friday, May the 20th and Saturday, May the 21st. They're going to have games and rides. They're going to have a 5K run and walk. Going to have choirs out there. They're going to have a great time at the Nick Fest at St. Nicholas Church in O'Fallon, Illinois, Friday, May the 20th and Saturday, May the 21st. If you have any questions or concerns, you can call 618-632-1797. Don't forget, you can pick me up on iTunes. Type in Bob Romanik and or the Grim Reaper of Radio. You can go to our streaming site, insanebroadcasting.com, one word, common spelling, for the best of all three of our stations. You can listen to my repeat performance every day at 4 o'clock p.m., Monday through Friday, and now broadcasting from the graveyard to the graveyard shift every night at the stroke of midnight. You can like us on Facebook, KQQZ 1190 AM or KZQZ 1430 AM. You can also go to my personal page, Fans of the Grim Reaper, and as always, don't forget the Facebook, St. Clair County Freedom Coalition on Facebook. You get the best of the political cartoons, all the political satire, and you'll know what's going on with the patriotic movement from all of us at the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. On this date, May the 20th, 1310, shoes were made for both right and left feet. The first time since the fall of the Roman Empire. Hell, I guess they only wore one shoe. On this date, May the 20th, 1693, the City Council of Dorchester, Massachusetts established the first school funded by community taxes. On this date, May the 20th, 1830, Mr. Hyde patented the fountain pen. On this date, May the 20th, 1873, Jacob Davis and Levi Strauss were awarded a patent for riveted pocket denim pants. On this date, May the 20th, 1927, Charles Lindbergh took off from Roosevelt Field in Long Island, New York, aboard the Spirit of St. Louis monoplane for his historic solo flight to France. On this date, May the 20th, 1995, President Clinton announced that the two-block stretch of Pennsylvania Avenue in front of the White House is permanently closed to motor vehicles. That's what happened on this date, May the 20th. Throughout all these years in our world's history. Going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about the NGA a little bit. Lines are always open. You can call toll free, 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. We are America's Voice of Freedom and definitely proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio at its finest, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud to be the Patriot. You know, I'm a pissed off man in a pissed off day in a pissed off world, but that's okay, people. That motivates me, and that should motivate you. You guys ought to be pissed off about what these politicians are doing. This Kern crap, going down to Washington Park in his suit and tie in the mud, getting a picture taken like he's doing something. That's the problem. They think they own this county, people. It's not his money. Now, if he's going to donate, hey, Kern, donate $50,000 to tear down some houses. Donate your money, not your mama's money, not your daddy's money, your grandmama or granddaddy's money, your money, which you have none. You're going to flaunt it that you're doing something? That's what you get paid for, you idiot. You don't need your picture. Every time you do something, you're going to get your picture on the front page of the newspaper? We're not stupid, Kern. We're not stupid, and we're going to show you how stupid we're not come November the 8th, you rotten bastard. And speaking of rotten bastards, him and Sprague and Barricivic, this Allegiant Airlines, they're holding a free drawing for some tickets. They've got their new flight to Destin, Florida. And you guys have heard me. All this is doing is taking more money out of our county every day. Everybody's flying out on the cheap fares. Hell, the mayor of Destin, the mayor of Las Vegas, hell, they're smart. They're subsidizing these flights so our people can go down there and spend the money at the restaurants and the bars and the gambling casinos and the hotels and the concert venues and all the other venues. Do you think this Allegiant airline, you know, that says low fare, it's low fare and low class. They've come in and just taken over the airport. Hell, they're not getting charged a penny, people. They're not getting charged for landing fees. They're not getting charged for anything. But we're getting charged for the security, the fire department, the maintenance, everything to do with the airport. We're getting charged as taxpayers in St. Clair County. Allegiant walks in, you know, it's like, hey, I'm going to build a house, and I'm going to work hard, and I'm going to put food in it. Then I'm going to let somebody come in there and live with my wife. That's what the county has done, people. They've let Allegiant Airline take over. Hell, there's going to be flights all over the world for Allegiant. They're making money. It's costing us money, and they're making money. Not only is it costing us money up front with all the expenses, not only is it costing us $12 to $13 million a year wasted of our hardworking taxpayers' money, but they're taking money out of our area every time a flight goes out. If there's 75 seats, there's $150,000 plus every time. And we're paying to take money out of our county. But see, Kern and Sprague and Barricivic, these rotten bastards, think because there's cars in the parking lot, we're going to be stupid enough to think it's successful. No, we want to see the bottom line, you idiots. But another destination, Destin, Florida. You know what that's doing, people? That's taking our people away, and we're paying for it. We're paying to get our asses beat. We're paying to get our asses beat. And Kern, sweet cakes. This son of a bitch thinks that we're stupid. Just like he thinks we're stupid to be in the monitor. Oh, he's doing something down there. Number one, you didn't pay for it, Kern. Number two, you're getting paid to do it. And number three, it's not your equipment and you did a damn thing but drive down there. So people aren't stupid, and people are getting pissed at you politicians, and they get more pissed every day. But it's unbelievable. They're going to start flights. Allegiant also starts flights to Jacksonville from Mid-America on May the 27th. Do you see the pattern, people? Allegiant's going to come in and take flights all over the place because it's not costing them a penny. It's costing us every day more and more money, more and more of your money. And then they want to raise your taxes, your house go down in values, and the tax rate goes up. Only in St. Clair County. That's why people are moving out of St. Clair County. Hey, let's do us all a favor. Let's all stay in St. Clair County. Let's move out these politicians, these rotten bastard, no-count, good-for-nothing son of a bitchin' politicians. It's a lot easier to move 8 or 10 of these ass-wiped son of a bitches out than move 150, 200,000 people. They worked for us. Let's not forget that. They worked for us. But for Allegiant Airlines to come in and just take over, oh, Kern says we're excited. Allegiant's offering convenient, affordable, direct service to these different locations. More options to take the easy way out to Florida. And yes, it is the easy way to take a route to Florida. Sure it is, Kern, at our expense. With several chances to win, we hope people take advantage of the opportunity. What are you, a spokesman for Allegiant Airline, you ignorant, stupid, rotten bastard? People. Now, I go crazy, and I'm an idiot most of the time, but I'm as serious as a heart attack. When is this crap at this Mid-America airport going to stop? I promise you, if I'm an elected state representative, that's in my district, I'm going to put a stop to this, and I'm going to work with Roger Cook, who I know you guys will vote for St. Clair County Board Chairman. Anybody. Roger's a great candidate. We got to get Kern. We got to get the democratic culture of corruption. I don't give a damn if you're a Democrat, Republican, Independent, men, women, black or white. It's time for a change. This has been going on for 40 years, and you see the direction we're going. We're going south. We're going south, not just to Florida, down the tubes we're going south because of the lack of democratic leadership, because of the democratic culture of corruption in St. Clair County for the last 40 years. But when they tout this in the newspaper, and it's a great thing, Kern, it's not a great thing. It's great for Allegiant Airline. It's great for the destinations that these people are going, our people. It's not great. It's not great for St. Clair County. And it's never been great. At the tune of $12 to $15 million thrown away a year. And then the NGA, we didn't get that. And, Congressman Bost says he blasts Missouri cash add-on for the NGA. No disrespect to the congressman, the governor, who are Republicans, or the Democrats. This should have been put in place 5, 10, 15 years ago. We shouldn't have to be going through this, people. This is a last-ditch effort, and it's not going to work. And then they're going to blame everybody else. Democrat and Republican politicians are going to blame everybody in Missouri. Oh, they did this. They underhanded this. If the politicians, Democrats and Republicans, would have got together and ran this county, ran this state right, it would have been a no-brainer. But it didn't happen. So they can cast a bad light on Missouri. They can cast a bad light on whoever they want. But the problem sits right here at home. Our politicians dropped the ball years back, this democratic culture of corruption. So whatever is put in the paper, whatever said, you can blame our politicians for losing this $1.7 billion development and another $2 or $3 billion in residual income. The Democrats and Republicans, there's enough blame in the game to go around. So we don't want to blame just the Democrats. We don't want to blame just the Republicans. We want to blame all our political leaders because they're the ones that could have put this together. They put the cart before the horse. It's too late now. It's going to be in Missouri. I wished and hoped that it would have been over here in Illinois. I would have let Kern and Barrett and Sprague and all the other politicians take credit, and they would have, even though it wouldn't have been their spot. It would have been their position that got us the new development. They would have taken credit for it. But I'll tell you what, you think about it. Now that it's a debacle, now that they've screwed it all up, do you think they'll flip the script? Do you think they'll flip the script and take the rightful blame for it? Hell no, they won't. They'll cast that blame out to everybody else. But we know, as intelligent people in St. Clair County, we know why we lost it. It's because of the culture of corruption. It's because of lack of management, the lack of leadership by the Democratic organization the last 40 years. People, it's got to be stopped, and it's got to be stopped now. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you've been listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio at its finest. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Come on back Monday, same time, same place. We'll be all over the dial. We'll be all over wherever we need to be. We want to bring truth, justice, and the American way back to this great country. And as always, you know what we have to do. We have to continue. It's like deja vu all over again. Every day's the same. We get up, we work, we fight these politicians. We try to support our families and have a decent way of life. These politicians are in our way, people. So we got to get them out of our way. We got to bring government back to the people. And we can do that every election. So let's continue to unite, to educate each other, to expose these rotten bastard political parasitical punks, these perverted punks we call politicians, these asswipe, greasy, sleazy, ass-kissing, no good for nothing politicians. And when it's all said and done, let's do what we do when we take a crap. Let's flush them down the toilet. And I want to apologize to the crap, but let's flush them down the toilet politically, of course, and rid them of their anger, because they're angry. These people are angry. They're being exposed. Let's rid them of their anger and our headaches. Let's flush them down the toilet. Politically, of course. Right here on the dark side.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life is